Welcome to the UpNext AI podcast. It's Wednesday, July 15th, 2026, and here's what matters in AI today. First up, Reflection AI has signed a reported $1 billion compute deal with Nebius, according to TechCrunch. That matters because compute access is still one of the clearest bottlenecks in frontier AI. This is not a vague partnership memo or a future-looking aspiration. It's a large, specific infrastructure commitment tied to a model builder that is trying to scale. TechCrunch reports Reflection was founded in 2024 and is developing open-source AI technology. The report also says Nebius will provide access to NVIDIA's latest chips. Reflection is already a familiar name in the compute race, and this new agreement adds to the picture that serious labs are stacking capacity wherever they can get it. The broader takeaway is simple. If you want to build and deploy advanced models at scale, securing compute is still strategic, expensive, and increasingly visible. Next, OpenAI has published a new Academy guide on how data science teams can use ChatGPT Work. This is not a major model launch. It's more of a workflow signal, but it's a useful one. OpenAI is pitching ChatGPT Work as a way to turn scattered inputs into review-ready analysis assets faster. The examples it gives are pretty specific. Root cause briefs, impact readouts, KPI memos, scoped analyses, and dashboard specs. The guide says teams can start from dashboards, metric definitions, exports, experiment notes, and business context, then use ChatGPT Work to assemble a first draft that includes charts, caveats, source links, and review questions. What stands out here is the framing. OpenAI is not selling this as full automation of data science. It is positioning the product as a first draft and synthesis layer for messy business analysis work. For a lot of teams, that's probably the more realistic near-term use case. For today's research note, a paper posted yesterday on Archive is called Silent Alarm, a JSpace protocol for comparing danger recognition across models and quantization levels. The researchers argue that a lot of jailbreak robustness work focuses on generated answers and then scores those answers with an LLM judge. Their point is that this only measures what the model finally says, not whether it internally recognized danger before generating a response. So they propose a different method called JDR, short for Jacobian Assessment of Danger Recognition. In plain English, it tries to inspect the model's internal signal before the first response token is generated. The paper says this can be used to compare different models, and also compare different versions of the same model, including quantized versions. In the paper's setup, the method runs locally on the model being evaluated rather than relying on an outside judge model. The authors say they applied it to 6 models, including Quen and Gemma variants, across BF16, INT8, and INT4 weight regimes, and that their metric could distinguish stronger and weaker internal safety mechanisms with statistical significance. If that jargon feels dense, the useful definition is just this. Quantization means compressing a model's weights to use less memory and compute. Bottom line, a model can look safe from its final answer and still differ in how well it actually detects danger internally, and this paper argues that measuring that earlier signal could make safety evaluation more informative. Are you building apps with voice? Elevate your app's voice capabilities with 11 Labs. Their API is a game changer for embedding dynamic, responsive voice interactions in your applications, providing unprecedented realism, flexibility, and latency. In fact, you're listening to one of their voices right now. If you are a developer looking to elevate user experience with natural voice interfaces, this is your solution. Visit upnext.fm/11 to check out their latest offerings. Simon Willison highlighted a small but very internet-friendly detail in Codex Desktop: customizable animated pets. In his write-up, he says he accidentally activated one, then created his own pelican on a bicycle character, with GPT 5.6 Sol and GPT Image 2 generating the sprite assets. He also points out that some of the implementation details are open source. The Verge also reports, citing Bloomberg, that OpenAI may announce a ChatGPT smart speaker this year. The reported device would not have a screen and would use a camera and additional sensors to understand its surroundings. Important caveat here: that is still a reported plan, not an OpenAI announcement. And outside core AI software, The Verge reports that Daniel X startup Neko Health is targeting the U.S. after raising $700 million. The company plans to open its first clinic in New York this year, and it offers full-body scans and blood tests using AI and custom-built medical equipment. Before we wrap up, a quick note. This podcast is generated with the assistance of AI and is intended for informational purposes only. All referenced articles, research, and commentary remain the property of their original authors and publishers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. And that's your briefing for today. Full source links are in the episode notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with What's Up Next.